I'm invincible, I'm unstoppable, I'm a lion, call me tamed, I'm a cannibal.
Hey guys, I'm Thoughtful Magical from the Thoughtful Kingdom. Today, we are here in the Falls of Niagara, the Grand Niagara Falls, one of the 7 wonders of the world, I believe. But we're not here at the falls yet. We will be later in the episode, because right now I want to kind of go over why Niagara Falls is the way it is, to say. The surrounding neighborhood, at least on the US side, is not all that great. So there's probably an actual statistic answer to why the falls is the way it is. I kind of want to do a little of my own analysis to figure out why. With starting that, we're going to start here at Love Canal, New York, or Love Canal, which was a tragedy that happened in the 90s, which we'll go over a little more later. We'll go explore right now, because the last time I was here was like 2 years ago, and we'll see how it holds up in 2025. So this is Love Canal. Last time we were here 2 years ago, I think there was more graffiti on the street here. It was also winter though, so there's that.
Don't worry, Patrick, we'll protect you.
Ah yes, the reign of Savi de Souza will cost me no bounds.
We need one of those right now. That's where we find it.
Shit, knife. Alright, let's keep going. Yeah, just be careful what you step on. Last time I was here, there was, I think it was over there a little more, but there was a giant boat, which was pretty cool. Yeah. People left behind, or squatters, but regardless, you know, it's being used by somebody. This was where some houses used to be. Obviously they've been demolished by now, which is unfortunate. Of course this all happened in the 90s. Do you have any opinions on Love Canal, even from the knowledge you know?
Someone could just sell these parts, I'm not gonna lie. Make a good $10.
What's wrong?
What do you mean?
You're on the 2025 men's roster is what you're telling me.
No, I'm on the fucking 2025 to 26.
Look at these leather jackets right here.
Oh, didn't even get my oh my god, this nigga.
Isn't that the exact same one you have?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's not the exact same one.
Let's try to make this as simple as possible. If you're from Buffalo, you've most likely heard of Love Canal, but probably not witnessed it. Let me take you back to the late 1890s and introduce you to William T. Love, a railroad entrepreneur with a dream. His goal was to build a hydroelectric canal fueled by the Niagara River for transportation and creating power throughout Niagara County. So he began his crusade, but unfortunately was halted due to the economic panic of 1893 shortly after. At this point, William Love skipped town, leaving Love Canal abandoned. Enter Hooker Electrochemical Company. Now these motherfuckers in the 1940s decided to dump 21,000 tons of chemical into Love Canal, as it was an easy way to dispose of toxic waste and was pretty inexpensive. From there, they covered up the toxic waste with 4 feet of clay and eventually sold it to the Niagara Falls Board of Education, where they decided that it was a terrific idea to build houses, an elementary school, and a playground on this land, and thus the Love Canal tragedy officially began. It was peaceful at first, until families eventually kept noticing their kids coming home black oil, that same oil coming up from the basements and puddles surrounding the neighborhoods thanks to the blizzard of 77. Gardens couldn't be started, animals died of cancer, mailmen had to carry gas masks in their routes, and the residents even called a certain chemical pool in the neighborhood the Black Lagoon. Women left and right were having abortions, and those who were born suffered asthma, kidney, behavioral, and bladder problems, birth defects, cancer, learning problems, seizures, skin rashes, abdominal pain, the list goes on, and this would go on for decades. The residents of Love Canal begged and protested against the government, and they finally declared an evacuation of women and children in 1978, and eventually a total community evacuation in 1980.
The loss of our child may be a direct result to the chemicals. Please don't allow this to happen to anyone else before you get them out.
Then 2 years later, the houses and school began demolishing, and to this day, Love Canal sits empty. It's also ironic how Love Canal started as a simple project built by William Love that would revolutionize Niagara Falls. but ended up turning into not only the biggest scandal of Niagara Falls, but one of the biggest environmental disasters in history.
Love Canal obviously was a pretty solid tragedy in the 90s. That's what it looks like today in 2025. Not a whole lot left, obviously, as you guys can clearly tell. I don't know what the falls are going to do with it. There are still people living in Love Canal on the outskirts, but obviously the houses are pretty cheap. Why would you want to live here? But this is just one of a couple of our destinations today. So now we'll continue forth with, with the day, I guess. We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
We are gay.
Okay, buddy.
Ellis, any back commentary? No. I'm just happy to be here today.
He's happy to be here.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you generally feel about the falls, US side?
US side is chill. I like the Canada side more. I don't really come here a lot, except for visiting family on this side of town, but it's chill. You?
It's there's a lot of missed potential in my opinion.
Ellis?
I haven't been to the Canadian side, but I've heard it's much better.
No, I'm talking about this side.
Yeah, kind of trashy. Missed potential.
Yeah, let's roll the window. This time to smell like gas.
Someone was smoking that weed.
Yeah. We're here downtown Niagara Falls, New York, on the US side. We're gonna go around downtown, see what's up because it's Labor Day and there's a lot of people out. Kind of just see what's out, vibe, hang out. We're gonna get some B-roll and we're gonna go to another place that you guys probably haven't seen in a while, but we will reveal that a little later.
I know the city of Niagara Falls is having issues.
How would you, what kind of issues would you say they have?
They're suffering with businesses other than touristy kind of businesses. It's interesting to kind of watch from afar the challenges when a mayoral race comes up. Some of the political decisions, some of the decisions by the mayor and some of the things that they did probably didn't help some of the businesses.
It's boring compared to the Canadian side.
Yeah, this place has too many potholes, there's drugs, there's guns, violence. I do like the Canadian side though, it's really pretty over there.
Do you have the time to listen to me?
So yeah, there's concerts here every Friday and maybe Saturday and all that. I don't know for how long, but there might be one tonight as it's Labor Day, as you can see.
You can't move a pawn like that.
Do you guys even know how to play chess?
Obviously he does, and he just moved his pawn that way. You can't do that.
How can you do it?
I think.
Not that you think it.
I think you can only move it out one space like that.
Alright. What are you gonna do now, my boy?
You guys are looking there.
You see how fucked he is? You got Carla?
Yeah. It's just a gift shop down here.
Clear the air.
So, you know what this was? You know that bridge connecting the Oxy Tower from the Rainbow Mall across the street?
Yeah.
This is that little bridge, or the pathway behind it. It should be. Yeah, you guys probably can't see that. But mist already. I know you obviously can't go to Niagara Falls, but like the water, the blue color is like so beautiful. It's like, it kind of makes me almost want to. Not like kill myself, you know.
You know, we're all humans. We all are the same people, but everybody looks at each other differently. And I feel like we have like more like community outreaches, more buildings for kids to go do instead of being on the streets and being open to the drugs, the violence.
So down there, I believe, is Cave of the Winds. I think that's Horseshoe Falls. I don't remember exactly. And then these are some abandoned ruins. I think they're abandoned. They definitely look it on the Canadian side. I've never been to Niagara Falls, Canada, but I really want to go. There's a lot of cool places over there. So this is it, guys. Niagara Falls, New York. It's a little east way down there. It's a lot warmer than I was hoping it would be today. But over there is obviously the Canadian side.
Hopeful that things would improve, that there would be businesses that could get started and succeed, but I think it takes a lot more than just a few small businesses. I don't know what the politicians or they're trying to do to bring in other business, larger companies that would really employ more people.
I heard back in like the 80s, 90s, it was like popping. They had shops, movie theaters, all this stuff. And now when you drive by it, there's a bunch of homeless people, drug people, a bunch of violence in that area as well. Yeah. I know the neighborhoods are like bad over here. Well, depending where you are in Niagara Falls, there's like good parts, bad parts.
And I see a lot of other nicer cities. This place does not have that here. We got a bunch of wannabe thugs, people who want to be a gangster. But we should all be on our money grind in this life. Get that money, go get your hoes, go get a nice place to live. But a lot of people aren't about that, sadly, because there's not money to be made here.
Yeah. If you go like 3 minutes right into Niagara Falls by the aquarium, the library, there is abandoned houses, there's people laying on the ground, homeless people. The homeless rate is so high in Niagara Falls. If you look in Niagara Falls itself, it is low in population. There's people dying. It's not as good as people think it is.